Hello, and welcome to our lesson on advanced topics and emerging trends. This segment will cover international organizational structures, Part 2. Most projects involve cultural diversity, personal, societal, group, and business, even those conducted within the borders of a single country. In a globalized world of outsourced goods and services, many projects take full advantage of competition on price and quality. However, there are balance and cross-cultural leadership intelligence, XLQ, attributes that are effective regardless of culture. The XLQ model is depicted as a wheel to imply movement, change, and relationship among the various components. The blend of attributes shown in the wheel is so complex and the cultures so diverse that they provide guidance, not strict standards. Some attributes of the model will need to be emphasized, some de-emphasized, depending on the personalities and cultures present in the collaborative project enterprise, CPE. A wheel without a rim will not go far, so the need for cultural intelligence, CQ, is essential. Trust is the hub of the wheel, and the lubricant for the wheel is conflict management. The spokes are empathy, communication, power, and transformation. Empathy is the ability to put oneself in another's place, to know others' experiences from their perspective, and to communicate this understanding to them in a way that is meaningful, while at the same time recognizing that the source of one's experience lies in the other. It means to feel the world through another's heart and to recognize that we are all connected. Some of the descriptors and subdescriptors for empathy are cultural intelligence, also metaphors and customs humaneness, also compassion and consideration, servant leadership, self-sacrifice and empowerment. To feel the world through another's heart requires compassion, curiosity, and patience. Empathy is also connected to the other aspects of the model, such as culture. Humane treatment is defined culturally, and legal systems define humane treatment differently. Humane treatment depends on the cultural attitudes of society and changes over time. Culture is a body of learned behavior, a collection of beliefs, habits, and traditions, shared by a group of people and successively learned by people who enter society. Business organizational culture is part of each organization. The individual culture is the personality of the person and the values and norms absorbed from family and friends. Microculture is the culture of the collaborative project enterprise, CPE. The need for cultural intelligence is now greater than ever. On international projects, there is a combination of face-to-face interactions and virtual ones. Some CPE members will never see the other members of the team and will participate virtually. Trust is pivotal in a global virtual team to reduce the high levels of uncertainty endemic to the global and technologically based environment. Types of communication behaviors that are facilitating trust early on are social communication. Teams with low initial trust exchange social messages in the first 2 weeks, whereas teams beginning with high trust are largely social. Communication conveying enthusiasm. In teams with low initial trust, the message content shows little enthusiasm or optimism. In high-trust teams, there's great excitement about the project. Actions facilitating trust. Early on are coping with technical and task uncertainty. Teams with low initial trust are unable to develop a system of coping with technical and task uncertainty, whereas teams with high initial trust develop schemes to deal with these challenges. Individual initiative. Teams with low initial trust have members who are not taking the initiative. By contrast, high-trust teams are characterized by initiative, predictable communication. Inequitable, irregular, and unpredictable communication hinders trust. That's why knowing that daily communications are required helps to bind the team together and remove uncertainty. Substantive and timely response. A key difference between low-trust teams and high-trust teams is that in the latter teams, members receive explicit and prompt responses that their messages. Responses to emails are important. just a simple acknowledgement is a big step. This is the end of this segment of our lesson. In the next segment, we shall discuss International Project Management in the 21st Century. This course is presented to you by South Europe College. Thank you for listening, and see you on our next segment.